it's just a warning to guys, is if you get complacent, if you give up your masculinity, if you stop working hard, if you stop, being romantic to her and loving to her, and you turn into this weird little boy who mommy's taking care of, then of course, like, I don't blame the woman in this case of losing love with the guy. You've got to understand that loyalty is a very important and special thing. But if you are not the man that she fell in love with anymore because you got complacent, because you gave up, because like this guy just got lazy and he basically has chose video games over working, then you don't deserve her love anymore, because she loved you when you were working hard. She loved you when you were going to the gym 5, 6, 7 days a week. And now that you've got in a relationship with her and you missed the gym yesterday because she wanted to eat junk food with you, and you don't realize that a lot of these things are a test, that she's testing to see that if you'll stick with your goals or not, then can you blame her for not being as into you? Can you blame her for not replying to the message as quickly as she used to? Can you blame her for not wanting to meet you and not being down for sex as she used to be? Many women get like the bad rap in this kind of situation, where many guys complain and they say like, oh, like we used to have sex more when we were younger and everything. And, a lot of married men say this, don't they? Where they talk about like having dead bedrooms, their wife won't have sex with them. Most married men are like, they get like a little pity hand job for their birthday or something if they've done the chores. And it's just so sad. And it's like, but the woman's not the problem here. You're fat now. You're like, you got together when you were 22 years old, you got married, you were fit, you worked hard. Now this married guy's like 40 years old with a beer belly. He's been sat there on the couch. He leaves little poo-poo stains inside of the toilet. And now he's wondering why like his wife won't have sex with him. It's like, as a man, you've got to take responsibility. This isn't us to be sat here thinking, yeah, women won't have sex with us. It should be us thinking like, am I still sexy? Many men, especially the older guys, have to answer that question and think, you know what? Honestly, like, my private parts probably smell. Honestly, my breath probably smells like I don't even like brush my teeth in the same kind of like, like mindful way that I used to. I've 25% body fat now. I've been drinking beer so much that I've developed like breasts and stuff. Would you fuck yourself? It sounds weird, but like, would you get down on your own knees and give yourself oral? Or would you? Because most guys would be like, ew, no. Like, so why are you expecting a girl to do it? What would you do in this situation? Imagine it wasn't me and it was just like a random guy. Or let's say if it was like one of your girlfriends or something. And she's like, oh, and Jack's like, he's not working anymore. I'm paying for everything. I have to take extra shifts. And if she said to you like, oh, but he's really focused on this new thing, which isn't making money right now.
Yeah.
I think a good woman would stay. So let's say this guy here, if he quit his job, and he wasn't making any money and the woman had to work longer hours, but he was really nailing down something which eventually could lead to like money. So let's say, he's quit his job and he's spending 10 hours a day learning this new skill because that's his purpose. I think a good woman would stay, and I think a good woman would actually like cover the bills and everything. But it's when he's not showing the potential, when he's just lying around playing video games. Like, how long would it take you to just want to leave the relationship?
Yeah, I mean, that's just, like I said before, like the dynamic is just one that wouldn't really work. I think there can be times when people can step into like different energies so that they can get certain jobs done. Like this woman, if he was working on something else he was really focused on, she could go out and she could work and get into that kind of like that masculine atmosphere and that masculine like headspace, as long as when she was coming home, their dynamic shifted back to the way that is more natural for both. And this is just assuming that like she's more of a feminine person, he's more of a masculine person. I think if they still have that, then I'm sure that they could still have like a very happy relationship. But by the sounds of it, if he's just like wanting to be looked after, like it does sound like a kind of like parent-child relationship, and he's not giving kind of any direction or anything at all, she's gonna have to step up into a place that she doesn't want to be, and that can last for a little amount of time but not for long. So yeah, I definitely think that it's not a good place to be.
You sound a little bit nervous, baby.
Yeah, I am.
When was the last time you took a full breath?
Like 20 minutes ago.
You want to take one?